What's up, guys? We have very exciting news. We recently just got a new update, a new look into Kingdom Hearts 4. Before we get too deep into this, guys, please subscribe if you haven't, like the video, share it with your friends, and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any of my Mystic content, guys. May your heart be your guiding key. Let's grow this Mystic family. Let's get on with this, guys. Very exciting stuff. But recently, we just got around 7-ish screenshots. We have some English ones, we have some Japanese ones. There's no difference between the two except for the first screenshot. There's a lot to depict here. In the first screenshot, we see new Heartless, of course, and these Heartless, maybe there's something that's new, because if you look closely, they don't have Heartless emblems on them, except for the guys with the giant shields or bear claws. I don't know what you call those, gauntlets, but when you look closely, you can see a heart indentation on those monsters. Maybe it's a hyper realistic humanoid Heartless, right? Because it looks a lot like Neo Shadows and things like that, but the Heartless look very unique, and it could possibly be something totally new. But the Heartless look cool, they look terrifying, they look awesome. Right, but let's move on to what else we see here. We also see Sora doing a flow motion grind. We see this in Dream Drop Distance, Kingdom Hearts 0.2, and Kingdom Hearts 3. We see Aqua do it. Grinding is no big deal. But when we see he's grinding on the golden chains, we see the keychain in use in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer. We see him use it for traverse reasons. But this is the first time we're actually seeing it in combat, right? Like, using it to grind upwards. Maybe he's gonna ride it all the way to the top of the buildings. Who knows? There's many different things that we can take from this. But one thing is for sure, that each of the Heartless below him are getting damaged. So we see the broken little chains, which is such an attention to detail, because when you look closely, you can see the sparks, you can see them getting blasted back like they're taking damage, and you can see little broken gold chains here and there. I love that. That's the particle effect. That's dope. And another thing we can take from this as well is the fact that in the English version and in the Japanese version, it features a secret Heartless. Like, if you look at the Japanese version, all the way to the left, you're gonna see a new Heartless, which this Heartless is terrifying. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. Most Heartless are animalistic or artifact styled, but these Heartless are just straight demonic. I love where they're going with the whole story right now, on that hyper realistic supernatural monster type thing. I love that. This is perfect. And another thing, we see something along the lines of Ragnarok, like, you know, in Kingdom Hearts 3, well, most Kingdom Hearts games, there's this move called Ragnarok where you shoot little arrows, and in Kingdom Hearts 3, we see Ragnarok as well. We see the star with the little keychain and the heart symbol as the arrow. We see it flying towards the enemies, so this makes you think, is this a shot lock? Because if we look closely, we see a focus gauge above the health bar, which is very interesting. But let's move on to the next screenshot. You know, just nothing out of the ordinary. We see Strelitzia looking beautiful, and look at that sweet Unreal Engine 5. You see the light glistening off her bangs, and she looks great. She literally looks amazing, you know. Especially from what we've seen from the Kingdom Hearts 4 2022 trailer, she looks amazing. There's not really much to get here, you know, this is probably just a reskin of what we already saw in the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, so it's not too much out of the ordinary of what we're seeing in this screenshot. We also have a picture of a telephone, and this is very interesting, because will this be a realistic version of the gummy phone of what we see in Kingdom Hearts 3? It's very possible. I just don't know. There's so much. Like, I hope that this plays a bigger role. Maybe it's a artifact that reaches a specific world. For example, I've spoke about this theory plenty of times on my YouTube channel. In Kingdom Hearts 4, worlds might be artifacts. For example, we go to Radiant Garden to get to the computer, then we can access Tron's world, Space Paranoids. Or we can go to the study where Merlin is and go to the book to reach the Winnie the Pooh world. This is very, very possible to be the case in Kingdom Hearts 4. The story is very mature, so I feel like a mature way of going about worlds is very, very possible. But let's move on to the next one. This is very exciting. We see a playable King Mickey section of the game. This is dope. This is awesome, and it's confirmed. I've talked about this plenty of times on multiple videos and multiple occasions. Chapter-based gameplay. This is something that we really need. We want to play as everyone. Nobody just wants to play as Sora. Nobody just wants to play as Riku. Nobody just wants to play as Roxas or something like that. We want to play as everyone. And this is answering our prayers, because in Kingdom Hearts 3, we only got to play as Aqua for one fight. Then we only got to play as Riku against, the Heartless and whatnot. In the Keyblade War, we should have been playing as everybody. But then, of course, they gave you a little bit of a choice in the Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC. I feel like this is a step in the right direction to let us play as everyone. It used to be so badass when you can choose King Mickey to help you fight against Zaldin. That was awesome. That was cool. And we need that more in the series. We want to play as everyone. Do you know how many people had tears coming down their face when they're playing as Roxas fighting against Xemnas? That is awesome. That is cool. We need this. We need this. Chapter-based gameplay, guys. Chapter-based gameplay. We need this, and I'm glad that we're doing it. This is dope. We need more. I want to play as Terra, Ventus, Aqua, Roxas, Xion, Axel, Kairi. You name it. I want to play as everybody. But yeah, there's other things to get here as well. A lot of people were saying, oh, it's a new world. It would be awesome if this is a new world. But we already know this is Scala Ad Kylum. From the ending of Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memories, we know that Master Yen Sid said, don't follow Riku. Go learn about the Lost Masters and this mysterious new world in Scala Ad Kylum. Investigate Scala Ad Kylum first. So we know that this is his mission. And the fact that we're seeing this mission as King Mickey, now you have to think, what were the other people doing? Are we going to see Aqua, Terra, and Ventus in the Realm of Darkness looking for secrets about Sora's disappearance? Are we going to see Roxas, Axel, and Xion's travels throughout the datascape to find out secrets about Sora? There's so much to theorize about here. So much. But let's move on to the next screenshot. We see a dark side Heartless with the buildings engulfed in darkness, and we see two lights flying through the sky. This is an interesting one. Very tricky, and I have lots of theories, but I will make another video on what I think this is. We can tell that this light one is probably Sora flying through the sky attacking the dark side, or it can very well be Riku, because we know Riku has that dark purple, dark blue aura, like that darkness meets light aura. We know that's something more reminiscent of Riku. In my crazy head of theories, I feel like that is young Master Xehanort from the past. My theory of Sora being trapped in the past quadratum and Riku being in the quadratum that he is now is the current quadratum. Yozora's not born yet in Sora's quadratum, but Yozora is born in Riku's quadratum. And it looks different. It's not the same, guys. It is not the same, and my theory is still live. So until Kingdom Hearts 4, until I'm proven right, then the theory is still on. But we're going to talk more about that in another video. But it could possibly be Ventus's Keyblade and Riku's Keyblade flying through the sky, protecting Sora from the dark side. We see this happen before. This is not the first time. We see this happen in the secret episode of Birth by Sleep. Aqua is walking throughout the realm of darkness, and she comes in confrontation with 3 Darkside Heartless. Then we see Ventus and Terra's Keyblade flying through the sky and destroying all the Darkside Heartless. Their hearts are protecting her. Can the same thing happen for Sora? You know, it's very, very possible, because we see Kyrie's heart was protected by Sora in Melody of Memories. Remember, this is a place that, you know, voices can't really reach, but your heart can possibly transcend that. This is great. I have so much theories about this, and I'm just super excited. But for this next screenshot, we see Sora standing, it looks like under a overpass or maybe a roundabout. We see the little street lights at the top left corner of the screen, and we see this like frozen, maybe this time magic spell thing going on right now, because everything looks like it's stagnant. You know, if you catch my drift, it looks very, very stagnant in my opinion. And you could probably see that there's this like mysterious light. But not only that, we see these like weird circles on the screen here and there. Like you could see it where you see that right turn arrow on the ground next to the car to the left corner of the screen. We see this circle. And then when you look up above that diagonally next to the street light, we see another circle. Now I'm thinking, are those actual circles, or are those little glittery keyholes that we saw in the Remind DLC when Sora was locking Kingdom Hearts and connecting the dots with the keyholes? Is it something like that going on? Because those the particle effects kind of look like keyholes in my opinion. Is there a Keyblade, a X-Blade of Quadratum? Very, very possible. There's lots of things to talk about here, but not much to talk about because it lacks context. Like, we would have to wait for a trailer to really debunk that. And for the next screenshot, it's the same thing. Like, it's one of those things where it looks like it's the same scene as the last one. Maybe it takes place at the same time. Very, very possible. But one thing is for sure, that Sora looks shook. You know what I'm saying? He looks shook. He looks like something happened and he is surprised or shocked. I don't know. Maybe Yozora's true face gets revealed, because we know for a fact that Yozora does not look the way that we see Yozora. You know, that's not his true look. That's not what he looks like. You know, and then maybe it's the Master of Masters revealing himself. Maybe it's Lushu. So much to talk about here, but there's like lacks so much context. We need a trailer now. Yeah, but yeah, this is dope. You know, this is so dope, guys. But yeah, along with these screenshots, on the Kingdom Hearts Twitter, it says, "To our Kingdom Hearts community, we are currently working hard on Kingdom Hearts 4 and will continue pouring ourselves into the game's development. We're dedicated to making this an experience that lives up to your expectations." And the second post goes like this: "We've seen how excited you are, and we are truly grateful from the bottom of our hearts. We are equally excited and can't wait to share more about Kingdom Hearts 4 when the time is right. Until then, we appreciate your patience. Thank you for your continued support." This is sweet. This is a good move. Especially with them canceling Missing Link and whatnot. This is a good move. This is very courteous of them, and this is great. Very, very nice, very, very sweet. Just a couple, just a huge bombshell of like screenshots. Please, guys, go in the comment section below now and let me know what you guys think. I will release a bunch of theories and stuff like that soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But I can't stop smiling with this, honestly. This looks great because this is a lot, and I literally talked about this in my last video. In my last Resident Evil walkthrough, I literally said this. I was like, hey, why won't y'all give us some screenshots? Tetsuya Nomura, are you watching my videos? Because what's going on? I literally said this, and then just today they just dropped this like giant load of screenshots. Like, this is crazy, guys. But yeah, as I always say, if you're new, we have lots of fun here. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Like the video. Tell me how you feel about this in the comment section below. Let me know when you want a trailer to release. You know, there's plenty different game shows like D23 and Summer Games Fest and all that type of jazz. Everything is great. So please go in the comment section below. Let me know how excited you are. I'm very excited. And make sure you hit the notifications bell so you don't miss any of my Mystic content. May your heart be your guiding key. Let's grow this Mystic family. Peace.